very happy to be here. And I hope you're okay with not having a break, but you're very well caffeinated. I have only 5 minutes, so I'm going to jump right into it. And I'm going to ask you to raise your hand if you ever broke production. Perfect. Now raise your other one if it happened in more than one company. Now, we'll see, we've all been there. And this is why I'm here talking to you about oops-driven development or why we should test our toys. Now, before I'm going to start the session, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is me. So my name is, it will happen. Thank you. So my name is Shahar Shporer. I work as a DevOps architect and a platform engineer at Sheba Hospital. Yes, the hospital. Yes, we have an R&D department, and we have a lot of data. So if you have any question about it, come after the session. I'm also a paramedical tattoo artist, which means I'm specializing in scar coverage and treatment and 3-dimension areolar reconstructive tattoos for breast cancer survivors. And of course, I'm a big lover of everything pink. Now I'm going to go back to the session, and I'm going to ask you to think about a regular day at the office. Maybe it's a Tuesday, maybe it's around 11 a.m., third cup of coffee, and we're making some small changes in our Terraform model. It's an already existing model, so we tested it on our machine, it worked, and we're going to hit Terraform apply on staging. But bam, staging is gone. It's not downgraded, it's not slow, it's not broken, it's gone. And the rollout script, well, nobody tested it for at least 3 months, so it's not working. And you have multiple Slack channels lighting up like it's a full moon festival in Thailand. And a small, very honest thought coming into your mind of, why haven't I tested it before? And we're right, we should have tested it before. Which takes me to our biggest blind spot. Our biggest blind spot as DevOps is that we are our own QA. We're not product developers. We don't have a team or department to test our products. If we won't test our infrastructure, no one else will. And since we're a little tiny junior DevOps, we're playing with some powerful tools. We have our clouds, we have the AWS, we have Azure, we have GCP, we have secret management, we have Kubernetes and Argo CD and Flux and Helm and Terraform and Pulumi and GitHub Action and Jenkins and much, much more. And this is why testing isn't optional. And we also have the tools to test it. Okay, some problem with the slide, but we'll take it away. If you're using Terraform, please use TerraTest. If you're using Helm chart, let's use Helm unit test. If you're using Pulumi in Python, use Python unit test. And if you chose Go, good job, and use Go unit test. For security and config, use Trivy, use Checkup, use Gitlix. You actually have multiple products in this line, so just ask your favorite AI what is best for your use case. If you're using Jenkins, use Jenkins Dry Run plugin. And if you're using GitHub Action, use Act. Now we'll run it very fast to my point, and please have a dedicated repo to test your pipelines on, because you cannot test it on dev repo, right? Now, a lot of people are going to tell me, ain't nobody got time for this, but I'm going to tell you that according to the IBM System Science Institute, fixing a bug in prod costs 100 times more than fixing it during design. So we have got time for this. Now, my favorite recommendation is the sandbox. We are very good in recommending having a dev and a staging and a prod environment, but we forget we don't have, because the developer dev environment is highly shared, is very fragile, and frightening to test on. So we want our own playground to test our tool, whether it's a new Argo CD version or upgrade, or a Kubernetes operator we want to test. If it's a new pipeline logic or Terraform model you want to implement, you should have your own safe space to test your things on. Now, don't go to your manager and tell him, let's stop developing new things and do a full test coverage, because he won't let you the time to do it. Start small. You're working on your Helm chart, enter one Helm unit test. Add one check-off test to your pipeline. Add one functionality test, whatever you're working on. Add one test, catch some oopsies, and gain confidence, because every small win takes you toward your goal. Now make it a cultural shift. Share this knowledge. Normalize and share going to your team and tell them, oh, you see this test? I just catch the next big incident in production. Normalize having quality tests, normalize having guardrails, normalize stopping and saying, wait, have we tested it before? Because those little oopsie moments, they're not mysteries. They're just things we didn't test on. And if you want to get into production without any surprises, let your test find those bugs first. Now, my takeaway that if you don't test your toys, someone else will in production at 2 a.m. I was Shahar. This is the QR code for the testing tools I was mentioning before. Thank you for having me, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.